The Whirlpool Masters is in full swing as champions past and present battle for the 2018 title. Gibraltar is once again hosting the event, and with 3 matches down, there's plenty to get excited about. In this unique setting, 16 of the world's best are chasing the Masters title. The opening round is underway, and some of the biggest stars in the sport have made bold opening statements. Ralph Souquet has claimed this title a record-breaking 6 times. His last win coming back in 2011, and in round 1 he faced the man who claimed the title in 2012, Karol Skaversky. The early exchanges were dominated by the German, who took the opening rack and didn't relinquish the lead until he crossed the finishing line. Niels Fine, who won the title back in 2013, made a winning start here in the Victoria Stadium. He faced the 2005 winner Raj Hundal. Fine gave little away in this winner breaks format, restricting his opponent to just 2 racks. Defending champion David Al-Kaidi lost his grip on the title when he came up against Carl Boyes. The opening 4 racks were shared, but from that point on, the Englishman dominated the game as he sets off in pursuit of his first ever Masters title. Next up for Boyes, a clash with the legendary Ralph Souquet. The only other man through to the quarter-finals is Niels Fine, who beat Raj Hundal. He'll be a keen spectator at the clash between Chris Melling and Dennis Orcolo. In the other half of the draw, plenty of big names, including the American Shane Van Boening and Earl Strickland, alongside Alex Pagulayan and Alex Lely, who clash in our next match. The format is simple throughout this tournament. Each match a race to 8 racks with the winner breaking. There's a 30-second shot clock in operation, but a single extension can be taken per rack. Commentary for this match comes from Phil Yates and Carl Boyes.
It's the 2 Alexes up against each other, and joining me in the commentary box, Carl Boyes, fresh off his victory last night. Pagulayan has to be favourite for this because Alex Lely is more a commentator these days than a player, but he's very capable.
Alex Lely wins the lock.
Yes, Phil, it's a pleasure to be in the box with a legend like yourself. Just put that out there. But like you said, Pagulayan, I would imagine, big favourite in this match. But I know Alex Lely is a huge student of the game.
Winners break, first rack, Alex Lely to break.
As you could see, he was just checking the rack there. So he's electing to break from the left-hand side of the table. I think it's crucial Alex gets off to a good start just to settle the nerves. Oh, a fabulous break there.
I've actually heard a couple of people asking Alex backstage if he is nervous, and he says no, but I'm anxious.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of them things when you've not played out in this type of arena for a long time. You know, all the practice in the world, it still doesn't get you sort of ready for walking out in this arena when it matters. But I think the break's been a bit of an issue for all the players so far, but Alex proved there the 1 ball can be made in the side, so nice little safety shot there.
That was the remarkable thing about your win last night. It was comfortable in terms of the scoreline, and yet the break wasn't really working.
Yeah, I mean, both of us struggled with the break shot. I think in some ways it's better because the balls come out a little bit trickier, so you're seeing more pool there. Obviously, like, you're not just seeing break, run. So from a player's point of view, it's actually better. But from a spectator's point of view, I'm not sure. He's played a clever shot there. This is what I like about Pagulayan. Very, very clever pool player. I think the only thing that's hindered him over the last few years is his cue action. He just seems to have lost a bit of that solidness on his cue action, Phil, where he jumps around a bit and moves a bit on the shot. But as you can see there, he didn't really want to go for the 2 ball, so he's tied the 3 and the 5 up, so very clever shot.
Well, 2 things happened at this tournament last year with Pagulayan. One, he missed a 9 ball that was eye-poppingly simple.
Yeah, I mean, he jumped up off the shot and it'll be interesting to see. I don't think he'll think too much about that, but it is a battle scar, so you never know. If he gets a similar shot like that, he'll be thinking, oh, I missed this last year.
The other thing was he put his cues in a shaft of light and they actually set on fire.
Oh, yeah, I remember that, actually, yeah. So he's looking to go 2 rails here, just to make a good hit on the 2 ball. He's missed it.
Foul shot. Ball in hand.
I'm just wondering if he's going to go for the 9 ball here. It's not the easiest of shots because the 9 ball isn't that close to the pocket. So it's not a gimme. It's a big shot, this, for Alex Lely so early on. Oh, and he's missed it. Yeah, the problem with that shot, Phil, is because the 9 was quite far away from the pocket. It's never easy to judge. It looked an easy shot, but it isn't. And now Alex is going to go for the combo as well. You can see he's just had a walk around the table there because I think the 9 ball's touching the rail. So he's just got to... Oh, that is beautiful shot.
The inventiveness, the imagination of the Filipino coming out in the Canadian there. That was extraordinary, fully intended. These guys are so imaginative when it comes to shot choice, and he sorted that one out good and proper. Welcome back to Gibraltar and welcome back to the Mansion Bet World Pool Masters of 2018. It's the 25th anniversary edition of this excellent event. It's day 2. The first round continues. Alex Lely was 2-0 down against Alex Pagulayan, but the Dutchman won the 3rd rack, and that's why he's breaking off in the 4th.
Yeah, and you can see Alex Lely's also switched sides. I'm not really sure why, though. I think because he's had a look at the rack, he's obviously seen a little bit of a gap somewhere and just feels that's the best side. Good break, though. I mean, that's 2 good breaks, successful breaks he's had. But this is it's a tricky little shot he's got here. The cue ball's near the middle pocket, and it's thin on the 1 ball, so the 1 ball's bouncing up and down the table, so it's key. You just try and find the right line here. Obviously, you've got to make sure you pot the ball. So he's trying to cut this 1 ball in, come up and down the table, sort of past the 9 and the 8, if you like, in that direction. Oh, and he's missed it. He's missed it, and that's the problem. When it's thin and you're worrying around the cue ball.
And there's not even a cluster or 2 to save him. Nice open table for Pagulayan here.
I must say, when I got the call up to play in the event, when I went in the practice room to play, I couldn't believe how tight the pocket looked. They've really shimmed the tables up since the sort of last event I played. And there you see it. Not another good shot there from Alex. He'd like the cue ball way further down the table there. And now he's left a thin shot on the 2 ball, Phil. I think he's just going to play over to the same side of the table where he is for the 3. Well, it weren't even on. Good bank shot there from Alex. The cut wasn't even on, Phil.
And that's another aspect of the Filipinos, their ability to bank balls. Second to none.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you've got like Alex Pagulayan, Efren Reyes, Gomez, Alcano. There's loads of them, and the shot-making ability of them, it's like they've got a shot over the pocket and they're just rolling in. They just seem to make difficult shot after difficult shot.
Extension code.
Just took his extension there. He's just got to make sure he finds the right gap here. I think he can stun past the 7 ball, the brown 7 that's on the bottom, come back out. He's got to make sure he gets high on the 6 ball though. If he doesn't get high on the 6, it's going to be difficult to get back down table. Oh wow, he's missed another easy one.
Well, that was totally unexpected.
This is what I'm saying, Phil. I just think over the years his cue action just seems to have faltered a bit. I mean, his knowledge of the game, his safety, his shot making still there, but just them sort of shots there, I mean, he shouldn't be missing them shots.
And that kind of mistake really does erode the bedrock of your confidence.
It does, and you know, as we've seen, they've played the missed 9 from last year's event. Has he got that in the back of his mind? Does he just need to get this first win? And he did get a little bit lucky there, Alex, where he's left it. Oh, that was... I think he was just trying to double the 3 back-up table there. He won't be happy with that.
So Pagulayan has got dual citizenship. He's a Filipino who represents Canada. In fact, he's been Canadian snooker champion. He had a season on the World Snooker Tour not so long ago.
Yeah, I mean, very good snooker player. I've watched him play some snooker, and his cue action, he was solid, but I just think he's a bit jumpy on a pool table. Now, that might look like a horrendous shot, but it was a lot thinner than it looked. I'm sat right behind the shot, and with the rest, I think it's crucial now for Alex Lely to stamp his authority on this match, because Pagulayan's made a few silly errors now, and if he wants to win this match, he's got to make sure he kills these frames off now. Oh, they don't like this 3 ball, Phil, do they?
Well, it proved to be the bogey ball for Karol Skaversky in our first match last night against Ralph Suke. He missed it on at least 3 occasions I can recall.
Well, I bet he doesn't miss this one, Phil.
Could you turn off the flashlight?
Yeah, somebody used a flash camera there. Thankfully, it didn't affect the outcome of the shot. Right in his line as well.
Oh, it's a good job the 3 was over the pocket there, Phil. You know, he's got a nice angle here just to top this ball through and come through the gap of the 7 and the 9. And there you go. He doesn't want this on the cushion, though. That's nice. Nice little angle there.
I'm still trying to mentally process what would inspire anyone to use a camera with a flash on it at a pool match.
He's just going to try and draw the ball back into this area. Anywhere over this area. There you go. That's perfect. Alex Lely's missed a big trick here in this frame, Phil. I mean, they both had 2 or 3 chances each there. And this simple 9 ball for 3-1. Pagulayan.
Yes, one horrendous mistake from Pagulayan, but in the end, he had the superior end game. Alex Lely's making too many mistakes to seriously contend at the moment. He needs to tighten up, and tighten up in a big way. It's a big day of pool here. Next up, it's Shane Van Boning against Daryl Peach, both former world champions. And then it's Darren Appleton against Earl Strickland. A repeat of many of the Mosconi Cup rivalries we've seen over the years.
And you see Alex going back to the right-hand side of the table for the break. Good solid hit there, and the 1 ball did go towards the side, it hit the top jaw, so I think the balls are racking better today than they was yesterday. And he's not left an easy shot here. What he's trying to do here is play the 1 ball into the cushion so it comes off at the angle to pot the 3 ball. Not an easy shot. Good shot. You can never really judge where the ball's going to go, and he's been a little bit unlucky there. It was a nice shot, And he was just trying to get the one ball further across the table, so he still had a shot. And now he's going to have to play a safety. And can he reach over? Just trying to play thin off this.
Multi-talented individual Alex Lely commentates on a number of sports: snooker,
coach.
pool, rugby. He's actually a former Dutch Rugby Union international. Multilingual.
And did he do a bit of boxing at some point as well, I heard?
Last weekend, yeah, he did indeed, yeah.
Oh, he was boxing last weekend?
Not boxing, he was
right.
commentating on boxing.
I was gonna say.
There's a subtle difference.
Oh, he's got to be careful here. Yeah, I don't know, he was a bit... Didn't like that shot, to be honest. Not easy to control it, sort of stretching over, but obviously the shot clock, he was against time there, he just sort of rushed it there. Good camera angle there, into the side pocket. Oh, and he's aimed wide. He's missing a few shots here, Phil. And I think he's left this. It's not straightforward. Is the pink 4-ball hampering Alex Lely's cueing? It is a little bit. There you see, he's bridging over. You've just got to trust yourself here. Just a soft little stun shot over to this side cushion. He's not even gone for it. He's not even gone for it. I'm sure that went, but he didn't like it. He's played a good safety shot there, though. He's used the 4 in the 8-ball as a blocker, so he's playing into a big area. Yeah, nice shot there.
And with the configuration of the balls on the table now, you get the feeling the first mistake could be very costly.
He's just going to play off this side cushion into the 1 ball here. He might even try and pot this. Oh, it was close. It was close, but he'll take that. It was a good effort.
You're right, though, he'll take the final outcome all day, every day.
Yeah, obviously he's got distance. The 1 ball doesn't pass the 5, so he's going to duck here. He's going to bounce the 1 ball up table. He was trying to miss the 9 there and come behind, but as it just got there, I think he's left a cut shot there, Phil. I think Pagulayan can just cut this 1 ball in. He's taking his extension
yeah, you do
there.
have it. Extension code.
And when you've missed a few easy shots like he has done, this one seems brutal. Nice shot there. Oh, it's a brilliant shot. Look at the cue ball control there, Phil. Tremendous shot.
And it's the opposite effect of when you miss an easy ball. When you pot a shot of that nature, the confidence zooms.
Yeah, and the cue ball control there to come off 3 cushions and just land absolute perfect on the blue 2 ball. Just a simple stop shot here. That's it for the 4 ball. And he's not the tallest of fellas, so when he runs this cue ball through, he's got to make sure he puts it in an area where he can reach it. You don't want to be using the rest. Yeah, that's a good shot. Nice angle. So now he's got to draw back up the table for the 6. Anywhere around the middle pocket area is good here. That's a good view there. Just pull this cue ball up off the cushion. Let the side. That's a nice shot. A very nice shot.
You know, you're saying he's not the tallest individual. I think he's got one of the best nicknames in pool. Given to him, by the way, by Cliff Thorburn, the former world snooker champion. He called Alex Pagulayan the killer pixie.
Yeah, another. That's the thing with Alex. As you can see on this run out, he's always been like perfect with the cue ball. As if you give him ball in hand, that's where he would put the white on every shot, and that makes running the balls out so much easier. That's fine. There you have it. Simple shot. Nice little run out this from Pagulayan.
And really, it was all about the opening pot. Full of quality, not just the pot itself, but also the position on the next ball, which basically opened up the rack and has given him a 4-1 lead in this race to 8. So he's halfway to a place in the quarterfinals, is Alex Pagulayan. Alex Lely with an awful lot of work to do. Two Alexes doing battle. The big question, who will be Alexander the Great? Well, at the moment, it looks like being Pagulayan, but by winning the 8th rack, potting that lovely 7-ball and holding for the 8, Alex Lely has renewed hope, and he's breaking off here in rack number 9.
Now, with this winner-break format, he would love to put a couple of break and runs together, but the table, it's not breaking as easy as most of the tournaments we're playing. So I feel that's going to be difficult. But he's got a chance here, you know. He's made the 1 ball in the side, and he's got a nice little layout here. This is a great opportunity. And if he can just nick these next couple of frames, you just never know. We could have a match on our hands. There you see it, stop the cue ball in the middle. That's not his best shot. Wanted a bit of an angle there. I think he's going to have to just draw this ball back. Or can he top it? Has he got a little bit of angle? No, he's going to draw this ball straight back. Anywhere in the middle of the table. Didn't quite get into it. He'd like to another, at least a foot to get closer to his work. And there you see, just off straight. This is a tester, this one, Phil. Nice shot. Nice shot indeed.
Yeah, it was horrible bridging. Queuing diagonally across the table, never easy. But I'll tell you what, he's feeling a lot better now than he was 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's a momentum thing, and that's what I'm saying. It's just, if he can just win this rack and clear the, just clear the table, get a bit of feel-good factor about yourself. I think he's going to spin this ball. There you see it. Just needs to hold up. Now, what's his angle like? As you can see, the 7 only goes in one pocket. Should be all right here, though. Just pop this ball. He's got a natural angle just to float over towards the 8. Now, he doesn't want to get in it too much. Last thing you want is to draw behind this 8 ball. Yeah, that's nicely done.
Well, potting the 7 was the key to the previous rack, and it will be the key to this one as well.
Yeah, that's a good shout. Whenever you're potting a ball and you're cannoning into another ball, you just got to make sure you concentrate on the pot. You see it a lot where they're trying to judge the cannon and just make sure. I think you can just roll this ball in, though.
Extension code.
Bump the 9 towards the bottom a little bit, and then you're on the 8 in the middle. Is he screwing off the ball? He's screwing off it, but where's the white? Where's it gone? Oh, he might have to play a snooker here. That was a problem. When you're screwing off the 9, you can never quite judge it. I'm not sure if he could have just rolled that ball in. And the problem is, when you're playing a safety shot now, you're letting your opponent back to the table, sorry. And that's dangerous, especially when it's a Filipino.
We've seen over the years Pagulayan's ability to kick phenomenal.
I think you might just see him going off this side cushion short rail and straight in. He won't be a million miles away here because he can judge the scratch. It's like the same line as the white ball going in the pocket. Oh, and there you see it was a good effort. Very good effort. That weren't a million miles away.
The way you're drawing these straight lines, Carl, I think he must have been a builder of Roman roads in a former life.
Funnily enough, art was my favourite subject, Phil. And there you go.
Alex Lely is a pool artist, and he's pulled another one back. It's 6-1 down. The clouds were gathering, the dark clouds. Now, though, he's right back in it, and Carl Boyes said at 6-1, if he can get back to 6-3, you never know. And that basically is the philosophy now. Lely looking to win the 10th as well and turn the screw even more.
Yeah, I mean, when you're playing a sport or pool, snooker, whatever it is, it's so important that Alex just tries and turns the screw and puts the pressure back on Pagulayan. I mean, Pagulayan's had a big lead in this match, so if he can just take rack by rack, the pressure transfers over to Pagulayan. And that's the beauty.
One of the worst feelings in the world in any cue sport is when you've had a substantial lead and suddenly you start to think, I could possibly lose this. I'll never forgive myself if I do.
Exactly. Now you see Alex just trying to read the rack again. For anybody watching that doesn't play 9-ball,
Rack 10, Alex Lely to break.
when you rack the balls, certain gaps in the rack can determine if you feel like the wing ball, so the red 3 ball, is trying to pot straight into this corner. If there's a certain gap there, he thinks it's going to go close, or he's trying to make the yellow 1 ball in the opposite side pocket. Good solid hit though. I mean, he got the balls moving.
So this is match number 4 of the tournament, and there's just no predictability with a break.
No, I mean, I'll be honest, I think this is the best way to play pool. I mean, we play a lot of tournaments, and the break's just too easy in all these tournaments. So they use a magic rack, they're tapping the balls, there's 3 or 4 balls going in. You're playing 5 and 6 ball most of the time, but as you can see now, every ball's on the table. The pink 4's in a little bit of a funky position. But first of all, this is not an easy shot at all. So it's a shot-making game all of a sudden. He's got to make sure he stays still here. I don't even know if he's going for the pot, you know. Yeah, he is, and he's missed this one. He's missed it. Can Alex Lely get past the 9? I think with Pagulayan's reaction, he can. It wasn't an easy shot, though, full-length shot, but like I said, this is what the game's about. Can you knock these pressure balls in? And if Alex Lely can run these balls, it's 6-4. Now, I think he's played a poor shot there. He's tied the 5 up. I think he's just cannon the 9 into a position where he might have to play a plant if he gets there. Like I said, this pink 4 ball's not an easy position. Good shot there. Now I think he's got to pop this 3 with a bit of right-hand spin and come back up past the 4 for the same pocket. But the table, has he got there? Just not quite there. I think he can make it. I think he's trying to pop this ball and come twice across into this sort of direction. Just has to play it with a bit of right on the spin to get this line. And if he can make this and get the cue ball anywhere over there, he'll have a plant shot to make the 9. Has he missed the 4? He has. He just clipped the cushion.
And I'm not making excuses there for Alex Lely, but I think he had a little skid, you know. I don't think the contact on the 4 was quite right. What they call in snooker a kick.
Well, the thing with this table, as I said, when I come here and I looked at the practice table, I thought, oh, these pockets look like they've really shimmed them up. I mean, the last Mosconi I played in, the pockets were pretty generous. That ball would have fell, there's no doubt about it. It only just grazed the cushion. But can Alex, I think he can just get past the 6 to flick the cushion, but after he's potted it, the white it could hit the 7 or the 8s there. There you see, he just couldn't pop that ball and get the white back down the table. But he's left with a carom shot now. He's going to play this 5 ball on the right-hand side and try and use the cue ball to make the 9. It's what we call a carom shot.
In the opening rack, he played a carom into a 3-ball plant and pulled it off.
I'm just wondering if he can play a 2-way shot as well and send the 5 ball up towards the 6 to bank the 6. There you go, he's done it. People might think that was a fluke, but he will have known the 5 ball's going towards that pocket as well. He was giving himself 2 options. And there you see it, but he snookered himself.
That was a great call, Carl. Very impressed.
Well, when you play, you do spot them type of shots. You know that the 5's going up towards that pocket, so if you don't make the 9, good things can happen. And he's trying to just... nearly got it. He was trying to hit the 6 full there to go behind the balls, and I think he's going to be in a lot of trouble now. Alex has got a really good safety shot here now. He can lock that cue ball up. I think he can get it right in between the 7 and the 8 ball. Oh, he's playing it the other way. He's chipping off it and leaving distance that way. He's just going to flick off this 6 ball, get the cue ball down bottom of the table. Oh, that is a horror story. He will be fuming with himself. I thought he should have played it the other way. Sent the 6 ball down towards table. But you know, it's his decision, but he will be fuming with himself there, Phil. What an opportunity.
And a massive margin of error. 3 balls to hide behind.
Just got to stay still on this shot as Alex. Just cue this ball in. Nicely done. Now, I think he's landed on the 50-yard line. So he's not perfect for the side pocket, and he's not perfect for the bottom. And there you see, he's looking at which pocket do I play this ball in. He's going for the side. I think he can just play a gentle screw back shot just before the middle. Oh, what's going on here? He's missed it. Oh, wow. We're seeing it all here. And this is for 6-4. It's getting tasty. Felt like he rushed that shot a bit, Phil, do you?
I think he's starting to feel it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he didn't land perfect on the 7. It was the 50-yard line shot. I think he should have just got back up and, if he had an extension, use the extension. Just make sure. I mean, that would have put him on the hill, Phil. And all of a sudden, it's 6-4. It was a massive, massive frame. And as I've said that, he's landed on the 50-yard line. This is a thin shot into the middle, and it's a big, big shot now. It's there, he's made it. Good shot.
Well done, Alex Lely. Well done indeed. But that was all about a mistake from Pagulayan that no one really envisaged. We didn't envisage the fact that this match would now be at 6-4 when Pagulayan led 6-1.
Welcome back to the Whirlpool Masters, and in this first round match, Alex Pagulayan is in pole position against Alex Lely. He leads 6-4, just 2 away from a place in the quarterfinals. Commentary from Carl Boys and Phil Yates.
I've done an awful lot of commentary with Alex Lely over the years. I spent a lot of time with him, so my impartiality in the commentary box is being tested by this.
So you're saying you want Alex Lely to win?
I'm saying, come on, Alex.
You fence sitter, Phil. He's come up dry. That is bad, bad news. If he could have made a ball then and get it to 6-5. Now, this is going to test Alex. Big shot here is going to be to make sure he can get the correct angle to get on the 3. I know the 9 ball's near the pocket, but I don't see him chasing silly combos. Doesn't look too bad. He's not happy with it, though. He wanted it off the cushion. Just depends after he pots this. Can he play it off the bottom cushion? Has he got that angle, or does he have to float it in? He's got down pretty quick, so he must be happy with the angle. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. And to be honest, after making that mistake, Phil, he has been left with a golden opportunity off the break, where all the balls are just in the open. There's no real great difficulty.
One of the assets of any great sporting champion, regardless of the discipline, is the ability to forget a blunder and get on with it. And that's what Pagulayan must do here. Yeah,
I mean, it'd have been interesting if it had been left with a really tricky table. But they've all come out pretty good. It's just, the key shot here is just make sure you give yourself a good angle on the 5. That looks pretty good, I think. Or is he straight? If he's straight, he can't run through off the cushion to get down for the 6. He'll just have to roll it in. There you see, I don't think he can. I mean, it looks very easy when you're watching it on the TV, this. But the problem is he wants to get close to the 6. He doesn't just want to roll this in and leave a long 6 and you have to start spinning the 6 in. He wants to get right down the table. Can he pinch the pocket a bit? Well, he couldn't. Oh, this is horrible. This is absolutely horrible.
And remember, he's missed a similar shot to this, but with easier cueing on a 7 earlier in the match.
I want to like the cue ball on the rail there, I won't lie. Oh, nice shot, though. That was a good shot, and it's a big rack. This puts him on the hill with a big gap. So it's a big, big frame. Bit unlucky there, Alex Lely, to break off and leave such a relatively easy finish at this level. Anything tricky there, and we could have seen a bit of a wobble from Pagulayan.
Every credit, though, to pot the 6 ball as he did from the point of the middle pocket.
Yeah, 100%. Good shot.
It was a good shot to finish off with, and a very good clearance in the light of what had gone before. So Alex Pagulayan is now 1 rack away from staving off the spirited challenge of Alex Lely. Lely 3 racks behind a possible 4 to play. No more wiggle room, has to win them all. And this is the break-off that caused Lely so much consternation. It was dry. And what's more, the ball's spread out perfectly for not him, but his opponent. He's a locally elected politician, you know, in his native Holland. Alex Lely served on their equivalent of the local council. But this particular campaign has just took a downward turn. His popularity rating dipping.
Love it.
But, you know, to win 4 acts on the trot for someone of Lely's ability, still, you can't discount that.
Thank you, Rack.
Well, no, I mean, the key here now for Alex Lely is
is
just to try and pinch 1 frame at a time. Get it to 7-5, then he's got the break. If he can get to 7-6, it's game on. That's what he'll be thinking. Alex breaking from the same spot he has done for the last 3 breaks. And no ball. And there you see, Alex Lely dry break leaves a relatively easy layout. Alex Pagulayan dry break, no shot on the 1 ball. So he's going to have to play safe. I think he has got a good safety shot here though. Just send the 1 ball up table and just pull the cue ball back in between the cushion and the orange 5 ball. Under it, he needs that 1 ball to go up. I think the 8's a blocker. It's not bad. Not bad at all.
We've already seen in this tournament a lengthier sequence of frames won by my co-commentator. Last night, Carl was 2-1 down against David Al-Qaedi, went on to lead 6-2, so winning 4 racks on the trot's no problem.
He's just going to play this shot just before the middle pocket with a bit of right-hand spin and just get a good hit. Made a good hit, but he's left a shot for Lely. Like I said, 7-5, Phil. You're still in this match. 7-6 is key, though. If you can get it back to 7-6 here, you're in the match. It's like 7-6 is as good as it being 7-7. Didn't quite get the cue ball back there. He tried to pull the cue ball back a lot more, and now he's got to travel round the table with the cue ball. So much so, he's playing a bank shot here. Oh, he's hit it too hard. Way too hard, and the cue ball was nowhere near. Yeah, hit that bank shot way too hard, so it squeezed into the cushion and straightens up. Now, is he going to play the thin cut, or is he playing safe? He's playing safe. He's tried to use the 3 or the 8 as a blocker, and I think he's just got there, but it's an easy kick shot for Lely, this. All you're going to see here is just missed the 2 ball on the way up. What can he pot this ball, Phil? It's hard to see.
Well, the gap past the orange 5 is definitely there if he's got the potting angle. He has, you know, although he caught the 5 on the way through.
Oh, is he scratched? Is he going to stay up? He needs to hurry up here. That cue ball's going to fall, I'm telling you.
Don't anyone slam the door of the Tercentenary Hall, it will drop.
I mean, it's a good job Chris Mellon's not stood there. This is a horrible shot, though. Full length, cueing out of the jaw of the pocket. And he's missed that by a long way.
Well, you couldn't call it flawless pool from either player, but it's certainly been full of incident and really compelling viewing.
Yeah, I just think the break's difficult. They've shimmed the pockets up, and this is what you get to see. I mean, this is what you want to see. You want to see mistakes from both players. You don't want to see break, run, break, run, break, run, because there's no drama. Missed that by a long way as well. Both players struggling with making these shots. Good cue ball, though. As you can see, he's got the cue ball back on the top rail. So now Alex, it's not easy for him to get back up for the 4. Can he pot it in the middle and miss the balls to get back up? Is he playing safe behind the 8? He's playing safe. Good shot. Good shot.
He's had a lengthy hiatus away from top-level tournament pool. I think he's acquitted himself really well. Obviously would like to be a little sharper than he has been.
Now he's trying to play off 1, 2, 3 cushions, I believe, here, and make a good full hit on the 3. Just missed it, though. I could see what he was trying to do. If it had made a full hit on the 3 there, just get the 3 back up table and leave distance. Just didn't judge the slide of the brand new table too good. Now the key balls in this rack is obviously down the bottom end of the table, because I don't think the 7 goes in this pocket, the other bottom pocket, so he needs an angle on the 6 to dislodge them 2 balls. So 5 to 6 is the big shot. It's all about this shot, Phil. There you can see, come down there, leave a little angle. I actually want to see this match go to 7-5 because I think there's more drama left. I really do. That needs to travel. That needs to travel. Didn't quite get into it as much as he'd like. And this is thin. I think he might have to play safe here. I'm not so sure he can cut this ball in. There you see it, a little duck shot.
And by getting in behind the brown like that, he's taken away the right-hand side cushion as we're looking at the table, which certainly improves his prospects of forcing something from this snooker.
He's going to try and go off these 2 cushions and make it. And he has done! He has done! Great shot there! Brilliant shot.
Now what?
Alex has just shouted out, now what? And that is exactly what I thought. It was a great shot on the 6, but what does he do here? Phil, what does he do here?
Well, first off, he's got to get that logo sorted out, because it's getting on my nerves, let alone his. It's a no-go with a logo.
Oh, this is...
Extension code.
He's in all kinds here. Let's see what he can muster up here. He's just come round to see if he can kick off the bottom rail. But where does it go there? It's very tricky. He's playing a kick shot to leave distance and try and get the cue ball to spin him back behind the 9, maybe. Oh, it's a brilliant shot, that. Just to leave distance, get it up on the top cushion. And he's left hampered cueing. That is delightful.
Yes, not a very appealing prospect here for Lely on the 7 ball. Not appealing at all.
Oh,
horrible cueing, in fact.
Yeah, is it that? Absolute lovely. And there you can see bridging right down. I think he's going to go for a bank shot, I think. Full-length bank shot. It's close. Ooh, he needs this ball to hold up, though. Needs it to stop. It's not going to. That's curtains, I feel. I think that's Alex Lely's last shot in this tournament, Phil.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think that's the death knell. He's been tenacious, stubborn. In the end, though, didn't quite have the necessary sharpness, having been away from tournament play for such a time. Still, though, 2 balls to be potted, and in this match, we've seen so much we didn't expect. Maybe there's going to be another twist.
I think he's just about got the perfect angle just to come down table, though. But the kick shot, 2 kick shots in this frame, has put Pagulayan into the quarterfinals.
Yes, in the battle of the 2 Alexes, it is Pagulayan who prevails over Lely. He doubles up, in fact, on the Dutchman. 8 racks to 4, the final score.
In the bottom half of the draw, it's Alex Pagulayan who's the first man through to the quarterfinals. His win over Alex Lely puts him on course to play either Jason Shaw or Joshua Filler. Strickland and Van Boning yet to play. In the top half of the draw, there's no escaping the presence of Masters legend Ralph Souquet. He's through after beating Karol Skaversky, while Carl Boys and Niels Fine join him in the quarter-finals of the Whirlpool Masters of 2018.